Alright guys, the next thing we're going to be looking at is the return of serve. So just going on with the basics, we really want to be scouting out where this guy serves. What is his good serve? Where does he not like to serve? You can really start to pick up which side of the box he likes to go to. Does he come around the outside of the ball? Does he toss it out way outside, in front of him and come around the outside to where, he really doesn't hit a kick serve at all. He likes to slide the serve out wide on your forehand. He likes to hit that up the middle serve on the backhand side or on the ad side. That person that hits a lot of that and really can't come over the top of it with a kick serve, he's going to really struggle to get it up to your backhand on the deuce side and out to your backhand on the ad side. He's going to be sliding you on both sides. And so, conversely, you might have a guy that just loves his kick serve, and that's all he does is hit a kick serve. He doesn't really have that hard, piercing serve. So when the guy slices the serve, it generally lands deep in the box. You're going to have to play back off the baseline. If he's got a good one, that ball's going to stay low. You're going to have to really choose some big targets on your returns. You're going to have to try to start those points neutral, possibly even on second serves as well if it's a good enough one. The kick serve's different. The kick serve is going to land earlier in the box. It's going to draw you up towards the baseline on your returns or even further in, especially on second serve returns, to catch it before it gets above your head. So he might like to use his kick serve up the middle to set up the points. He might like to use his kick serve out wide on the ad side to set up the points. You have to understand that. You have to move forward if it's a kick serve, and you have to understand what you're trying to do with your returns. On the first serve return, we're looking, big targets, middle of the box. He's the server, so we're not trying to blast returns, especially off the first serve return. We're not trying to win a ton of points there. Rarely are you in a situation where you've got to take chances off the first serve return and try to win points. The second serve return could be a little bit different, depending on what your weapons are. If he just really doesn't have a kick serve and he's just spinning balls in and you've got a big, huge forehand, definitely we're going to be looking to step around a few. Go big target though, definitely don't miss wide, and see if we can push him off that baseline right off the second serve return. Then we can get our opportunity ball, possibly our short ball that we can transition on. Possibly might just get an error if you hit a big return. So that's what we're trying to do off the service return. And then in doubles, we'll just go over that just a little bit. On the second serve return, you're going to need to develop a second serve return that is pretty close up by the service box. We're taking that ball pretty close to right off the bounce, and we're going to hit that ball, and we're going to come in behind it and put a lot of pressure on that server if he's going to hit second serves in doubles. So just the basics of things we're going to be looking for. So basics on return of serve. The other thing you might look for on return of serve is knowing when to be back and when to be forward. Of course, that does, as we've already mentioned, with if they're hitting kick serves or if they're hitting flat serves or spin serves. But that also has to do with a little bit of a cat and mouse game if he's serving you out wide, if he's hard serving you. As you get into higher level players, they're going to be able to do different things with their serve. And so you're going to have to adjust where you stand. If you watch the guys on TV, they're going to stand back, they're going to stand forward, they're going to stand to the right, to the left, they're going to constantly be moving it. We see a lot of players that come in that have that one spot that they like to stand on the service return, and that's it. That's where they stand. And we're just going to have to open our mind a little bit to where players at this level can do things with the serve that are going to make you have to stand in some different places. So we want to see that we can make those adjustments.